असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृताङ्गमय। जय हो मंगल हो भूदेवी जननी जननी जन्मभूमि स्वर्गादपि गरीयसे।
Thank you, everyone. I'm pretty much sure you guys were not expecting this. Whenever I sing this kind of genres, people in my circle, my relatives, my neighbors, and even my parents says, you should be singing these kind of songs where you can bring out the feelings, you can describe whatever you want to, and not that kind of songs where you usually scream and shout. Most of the time, I'm speechless, and sometimes I have to avoid with a gentle smile. But what I believe is rock is a culture. Whatever music I do, I think that's a culture. The rock music helps the people like us to describe about life and death, describe about whatever we want to say, go against or for the system, describe about the vulnerable system of our life, situations of our life, accidents, incidents, emotions that includes pain, pleasure, and happiness. What I also believe is rock music was evolved with the hypothesis that art is a culture that gives you all the definite reason to live the new ways of life, which might be contradiction to the mass culture of the society. But that's a culture. So art is a culture for me. It's a technique and it's a system. It's a science. So I would like to describe some of the stories in my life that might be the very good experience overall. I think you can stop that, Tanpura. So while I was returning from Biratnagar, like usual, our flight get delayed after we got boarded in the plane, and I was just sitting bored inside the aircraft. There were two aunties who were sitting by my side, and they were looking at me, giving the vacant expressions, and I felt it so awkward. I had to smile. That was the biggest mistake. They bombarded me with a lot of questions of their curiosity, and the first question was, Bhai, Amma, your hair is longer than ours. We thought you were a girl. Kino paleko? I was shocked, but that was as expected because I really have to answer these kind of questions everywhere I go. I said, Auntie, I really like it. I love my hair this way. As soon as I finished my answer, the second question was, Bhai, what do you do? I said, I'm a singer. And the third question was, no, what do you do for a living? I said, Auntie, I am involved in various musical projects. I'm a musician. As soon as my answer was finished, they came with the advice. Before I pretended sleeping the whole time in the aircraft, even though I was not, they gave me the advice by this time is to go to college and pursue career in something that's very nice and not the music. I didn't find it wise to tell them I've done my master's in a business from a very popular college of Nepal. So this is about perception. This is about perception of how people perceive us looking at the appearance of the people who are involved in rock music or who love rock music or even people who just love the rock culture or people who just love to grow their hair, do the tattoo, piercing. They consider, the society consider this kind of people or people like me as the taboo. They consider us as the culprit, violent people, bad boy of the society, bad girl of the society, chori bigriyo, choro bigriyo. And they don't understand what we really like to do. I'll tell you another, this is about my appearance. I'll tell you another story that describes the perception of people and towards the music choice, towards our music choice. There was a big concert in Jawalakal ground. I was performing there with my band and various artists listed in the concert. And while I was not feeling totally well with the sore throat, ruga khoki, and I was talking with one of the very popular singer of Nepal, very popular. I said him, Dai, I'm having ruga khoki and sore throat. It's very hard for me to sing today. It's my responsibility. And the Dai immediately responded me, Bhai, in your genre, sore throat must be very khatra cheez. It should be helping you guys because you won't have to make that voice. It will come automatically. Wow. So, a famous singer from Nepal perceived rock music in that kind of way. I thought arguing would be my loss again, and then shut myself up. But what I believe is in rock music, there are feelings as well. In rock music, there are aggressions. We have to go inside people's life to write songs. We have to look for the happiness. We have to look for the pain. And rock music is not only screaming. You have to go inside the lyrics as well. You have to go inside their melody. You have to go inside every other thing that you guys don't even think about. Having said that, I'm not here just to talk about rock music. I have full faith in every genres of music. I really love every kind of music. Like I said, I never sang this kind of Eastern classical song on this stage. But rock is like my religion, but I love all kind of religion. If you sing Dohari, I am like clapping, wow, this is so nice. They just gave us a very good, funny line. If you sing folk song, I'm also going to appreciate it a lot. There must be some song I really dislike, or there might be some song that I really hate, but there can't be any of the genres I really dislike. Because if you think you're into rock music, or if you think you believe you are a good musician, or you believe you listen to a good music, you always need to respect all kind of genres. I don't know when I started singing from, because I think this is for life. My family says me, I used to hum a whole song before I uttered some words. So music is all for life to me. And I started singing professionally when I was at the age of 8. While singing in Bal Geet Pratigita in Radio Nepal, I stood first. And that was my first professional singing, I guess. And then after 2 or 3 years, I also had my Balgit album, something like Mati Mati Himal Muni Khola Cha Hatma Mero Kalam Kadma Jola Cha. So I started from singing Balgit Pratigata. I was not born rock star. And then I started singing in every of the competition. I started winning, I started losing, and I started learning. Till the adolescent hit me, and you have that male and female vocal at the same time, something like "Baat khayo," you know. You have that in the adolescent time, and you can't sing in the stage. I was still practicing with my dad that time. I don't know why my father chose me to become a singer, even if I had my elder sister and elder brother before me. But we used to practice a lot every day. My father has some good compositions like Lekali Hehe Choya Kodoko and Machi Kandaile from Machi Kandaile, to which Divas Gurung had just made the remake of. So he had always wanted to become a singer or a musician, and he wanted to try that broken dreams to me. I think he's proud of me, or he might be proud of me someday. So we used to practice a lot. We used to sing in every of the competition. Even if, organizers were not letting me to sing in the competition, I was like crying, Dai, please, don't put the age barrier here. I really like to compete in this competition. And they used to give me consolation prize all the time. So after I was all set to come up with an adult album, I was coming up with my own solo album again, and the life-changing moment happened to me. There was a band called the Sadhus Nepal in Chitwan who came up with an approach to me to become their vocalist because their vocalist left the band. I was thinking for a while because I was already preparing for my solo album. I talked to my parents, and they said, you make your individual decision. We are not going to interfere. I went to the practice room, first day. I went there, the guys senior than me, they were a little depressed. They were scared and excited at the same time. Little depressed because their vocalist left them. Little scared because I was too young for them. And excited because they didn't have any other option rather than me. So we were just going to start, and the police van came and stopped in front of the door, practice room door. Our practice room was beautifully located in the bank of Narayan River, Chitwan. I'm based from Chitwan. So it was given by the municipality to the band like us. It was a great initiative they did, and it was in the ward office, and the van is stopped there. 4 of the police they came inside and began to search. There was a dai with the kukuri there. He was sitting like this. Oh, we are going to cut you. You're going to jail. And they began to search us. Thank God. There was nothing there in the practice room. And I don't even know these guys. We stopped our practice. I went back home and began to think, if I join this band, I'm going to end up my life going to the jail. Second day, I bunked it. Third day, Mr. Manager of the band, he was at my house early in the morning. And he was a very notorious kind of guy. There was a big lounge over in my drawing room. He sat in the corner of the room like this and said, Swapnil, you just need to give it a try. He was so convincing, I couldn't say no, and I went to the practice room. This was the first day of my practice with the band, and we composed a song, Hirne Manche Lorcha. बाधा आइपर्छ दुनियाँले धिक्कार्छ बिचुली नहुनु है जे पर्छ त्यो डर्छ विघ्न बाधा आइपर्छ दुनियाँले धिक्कार्छ चोइतमा हुनु है जे पर्छ त्यो टर्छ हिँड्ने मान्छे लड्छ हिँड्ने मान्छे लड्छ हिँड्ने मान्छे लड्छ. So this was the song we composed, and the first day I joined the band, and there was never a look back for me. After that, the band was a family for me, and it's been 16 years I'm in the band, The Saddest Nepal. We rehearsed for 6 months in Chitwan, and then we came to Kathmandu. We struggled a lot because there were no one who could actually finance us for the album. But the real struggle began after we finished the album. We went to all the publishers who could produce the album. We said, "Dai, please take this album. This is going to be a big hit. Please take this." And they were all asking for the love song because we are the band who has never done any love songs till this date. Trust me, guys, we were so frustrated. Not any single publishers were ready to do the album, even if we were telling them they take it for free. Yes, we did. And we went back home and we were like composing a love song. We're like composing a love song. I haven't sang this song. This is not recorded. I really want to sing a few lines for this. कस्तो हुँदो होला मायाको त्यो आभास हेर्न मलाई मन लाग्यो बुझ्न मलाई मन लाग्यो आउन सम्हाल्न देखायो कस्तो हुन्छ बुझ्न बुझाउन देखायो कस्तो हुन्छ आउन सुनाउन देखायो कस्तो हुन्छ बुझ्न बुझाउन देखायो कस्तो हुन्छ. So finally while we were performing in one of the concert, one of the managing director of a publishing company, Samjana Audio Video, a very popular one in that era, he saw us performing on the stage and thought we could be some good business for them. We sold him the album for rupees 35,000 that we paid in the studio and hotel, that's it. And then, whatever, we sold it, and that was the best thing happened for us. The songs like Hineman Silotsa, Prakriti became the household song, and we are very much pleased to be playing for you guys all these years. So, music for me is everything. Music has the prominent role in my life. I think whatever I do for living right now, it revolves around music. Whatever I do for living is revolving around music right now. I co-founded Purple Haze Rock Bar back in 2012 with a musician friend of mine, and that was for the love of rock and roll. And we have been dedicating this place for the rock scene, metal scene, and the underground industry, underground music of this industry. I also own a studio called Fuzzy Studio, and I have a music institute called Sangeet Pathshala. I also work as the director in an education counseling firm called EduQuest Nepal, and my role is to deal with the students who actually want to go to music colleges nationally or internationally. So everything for me is music. So music was everything for me. I mean, I was dreaming to become a musician. I was dreaming to get involved in music, and I love whatever I do today because that was the thing I was very much passionate about. There is no complaints at all. I'm living a very happy life right now because whatever I do, it's always the music. So before I end up, I really want to end up with the musical note again. And this song was written in 2015 for a rape victim in Sarlahi. And this case was never very much in the media like the Nirmala Hatyakanda. But I wrote this song, and this is dedication to those family and to all the women in the hall right now. And this is for you guys. हाँसिनन् सधैँ मुस्कुराउने अनुहार त्यो आज हाँसेन ऊ बोलिनन् सधैँ गुनगुनाउने आवाज आज गुन्जेन चम्किलो अनुहार ती आज अध्यारो थियो फुल चाहिँ मुहार थियो मनिलो थियो दुई गोडा बिचको घाउ सहनै नसकी आज 7 वर्षमा उनी बिराएकी छिन् कति च्यातिगिन् उनी कति आतिगिन् होला कति छटपटी आवाज निसासिगिन् होला सपना देख्ने उमेरमा नै भत्किगिन् उनी खेलौन माग्ने बेलामा न्याय माग्दैछिन् हराएकी छे Thank you.